Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Season 7 NAMAR Mountain Voltage Cup Series All-Star Race. We are here at Pensacola for the final All-Star of the series. Let's take you through the starting lineup. On the pole, in the number 53 Baltimore Ravens Ford, is Andrew Rich. He won at Island Rally this season, Dover last season's Chase. Starting second, Kerry Davis, who won at Boston this season in the number 52 Golden State Warriors Charger. Ben Goldberg will start third in the Skittles Toyota Camry. He won at Talladega. Alan Cavanero going to start fourth in the Sirius X7 Toyota. He won at Atlanta. Adam Rogers will start fifth in the Castro GTX Ford. I think he won last season's Chase. John Linares will start sixth, as I'm just losing thoughts, so let's just go through here. John Linares will start sixth. Brenda Rogers, seventh. Michael Amato, eighth. Carol Morton, ninth. Dylan Young, 10th. Michael Cavanero, 11th. Kate Rogers, 12th. Nico Tringali, 13th. Austin Alves, 14th. Ace Rogers, 15th. Benjamin Tilton, 16th. Sam Rogers, 17th. Peter Sands, 18th. And then Deanna Jones, 19th. And then this is where we get to past champions. Cameron Gadu, most recent champion who didn't get in via win, will start 20th because he's Season 5 champ. Season 4 champ Greg Lyons, 21st. Season 3 champ Zachary Rogers, 22nd. Two-time past All-Star winner, Seasons 1 and 3, Michael Beeson will start 23rd. Showdown winner Tony Green starts 24th. Finishing second in the Showdown, Keith Rich will start 25th. And then finishing third in the Showdown, Chloe Baker starts in 26th. So that is your Season 7 All-Star drivers. Would also like to point out Michael Amato is a two-time All-Star winner of Seasons 5 and 6 All-Star races. Two All-Star drivers are not racing because they are retired. That is Season 2 winner Ryan Shea and Season 4 winner Scott Greeny. Pace car beginning to roll off. There's really no prize of winning this All-Star race this season. So it'll definitely be interesting to see who has a very good shot to win this thing. As we'll head to the TV2 camera. Andrew Rich got that win last year at Dover in the Chase. Was hoping for good things this season. Good things started strong. He won at Island Rally. Rest of the season did not go his way. He had a good run at Indianapolis and was having a good run last week at Papyrus. Got caught up in a crash, and that sealed the deal for him not getting back into the top 30. Green flag is out, and the final All-Star in Mountain Dew Voltage Cup Series history is underway. Another thing to point out would be that 3 chasers are not in this race, and that's Micah Kidney, Robert Rogers, and Nick Pericles. Tilton is in it because he is a past champion. And the fact he won a race in last season's Chase, I think. Cautions are on, 34 laps of racing. Don't know if these guys will have to make pit stops or not. Kerry Davis going to go to the lead. And oh, what is up with my throat? I go to a commercial break, get a glass of water. Lap 1 complete. Kerry Davis will lead it. For the chasers in this field, for the chasers that are in this field, winning this event could be very good momentum heading into the chase. However, one thing to point out would be is there's only one race that will be like this, and that is St. Joltis, and that is not until round number 2. Now here comes Adam Rogers. This guy's the super speedway king. It seems like he's never won a All-Star race, though, and we have one at All-Star tracks, and there's a crash behind. Lyons is around. Michael Cavanero up on his roof. Tony Green, Chloe Baker, Cameron Gaddu, Austin Alves are involved. Andrew Rich, Brenda Rogers, caution flag waves. Adam Rogers is your race leader. Caution on lap number 2. And Michael Cavanero went for a wild ride. And from the looks of things, almost half the field was involved in that one. So let's take a break, see what brought out the caution, and come back for that race restart. So let's see exactly what happened to bring out this caution. It looks like a little too close to bump drafting between the 42 and the 4. I don't know why you'd be doing so early on. Straight down, Greg Lyons nowhere to go. See, Deanna Jones, Zachary Rogers, Dylan Young are going to get a piece there. But watch, Cavanero gets thrown up the track and launched up into the fence almost. Good thing those safer barriers are that high. We see them spin around. Now, let's take a look back here. And let's see, look at the rest of this from these drivers' angles. See, Deanna Jones gets a piece. Zachary Rogers, Dylan Young sideways. That's how Andrew Rich gets involved. There goes Cameron Gaddu. Look at Michael Amato barely slicing his way through. Beeson gets a piece. Chloe Baker, Kate Rogers, Austin Alves. Even Tilton's involved. Alves actually goes for a barrel roll. So that's a crazy ride for him. He would come back down the track. Greg Lyons and Andrew Rich would have nowhere to go. So really a lot of the field was caught up in this one. And if we count it, Deanna Jones crosses the line in 13th, I think. Nope, they're still trying to get the right results here. Okay, there are the right results, so don't count Amato or Linares. That's 8 and 9. Wow, yeah, we had about over half the field getting pieces of this incident. That is crazy for an all-star race. With that said, let's take a couple onboards here. Let's see how Michael Amato got through this one. Wow, very good reflexes there to get through that crash. On board with Tony Green, was trying to do what Scott Greeny did back in Season 4. It's not going to happen tonight. Hits the wall there pretty good on the driver's side and then gets some more contact. That said, though, let's get to the race restart. Getting ready to go back green flag racing here at Pensacola. 6 laps will be complete. 28 to go. Drivers out of the race: Michael Cavanero, Austin Alves, Cameron Gaddu, Andrew Rich, Greg Lyons, Chloe Baker, and Brenda Rogers. Only 19 drivers remain. This should be an interesting all-star now. Depending who got a good amount of damage, that they're just the slightest bit slow, they can't keep the draft, will be extremely interesting to watch here, since they won't have to make pit stops. Considering, though, I would say, based on how that crash happened, we're not going to see another wreck. But because of the way it happened, as I'm now actually contradicting what I just said, because of the way that crash happened, too wide, getting too close in the draft, too wide, they could wreck again. Who knows? Usually, the cause of accidents here are they're going 5 wide in turns 1 and then turn 1 and 2, and that's what causes a caution usually. Anyway, Adam Rogers was the leader on the restart. Carol Morton second. David's going to move up to third here. You got Nico Tringali, Ben Goldberg, Sam Rogers, Ace Rogers, Michael Amato up here. Now, some of those drivers did get only slight bumps here and there. You can see Keith Rich continuing. He doesn't have a hood, so I don't think he will be staying in the draft. Tony Green was restarting behind him. Not sure if that 65 car is up to speed or not, but it looks like Keith Rich could be the obstacle here. They're mostly sticking it single file. Adam Rogers is the leader. Let's see, can they make it more than 2 laps? As Davis is going to look for second place on Carroll Morton. Some of these drivers, they're in here. They're not even in the chase. They're like, hey, we didn't make the chase in the final season. We're not going to get our championship. Let's just go for it. Because here's another thing to think about when you look at the chase field. Only 2 past champions made it. Benjamin Tilton, your defending champion, and then Season 2 champ Nico Tringali. Amato didn't make it. Rogers didn't make it. Lyons didn't make it. Gadu didn't make it. 4 champions did not make the chase this season compared to last season. I think all of them except Lyons made it. And Gadu. So a lot more champions didn't make the chase this season, considering, eight less drivers could make it in because of the field shrinkage, but still. This is going to be interesting to see if we'll end up having 7 different champions, or somebody, in this case, if Tringali won it, it would be the only driver to win 2 championships in the Cup Series. If Tilton won it, it would be the only driver to win 2 and go back-to-back, which would be something. But so far, they're doing a good job keeping it clean. Davis has taken the lead from Adam Rogers. Looks like the field is mostly keeping it up to pace here. You can see, though, after about Dylan Young is where they're struggling to keep the draft. I would say Kate Rogers and Zachary Rogers are on the verge of losing the said draft. We can see Tony Green has already lost it, as has Keith Rich. Actually, I think the 3 and the 22 have lost the draft. They're going pretty slow compared to these other drivers. And I would like to think right now that even the 2 is possibly losing the draft. Adam Rogers going to go back to the lead there. 4 wide for 4th place here. That's John Linares all the way on the bottom. Adam doing a good job trying to keep it in the lead. Remember, Amato could also be going for history here. We know Beeson was the only one at first. Beeson won Season 1, Season 3 All-Star races. He was the only one with 2 All-Stars under his belt. Then Amato won it in Season 5, and then he won it last season in Season 6 as well. Pensacola, Season 5, Coca-Cola, Season 6. Became the first driver to win back-to-back All-Star races, and is also the only champion to win an All-Star event. So besides being one of 2 drivers to win 2 All-Stars, he's the only one that went back-to-back. Could he go 3-peat this thing? Would be a huge thing to finish off his career as, who's that? Oh, that's a 3 car. So an orange car dart to the bottom. I'm like, Indiana Jones is up here, though. Beeson is still in this thing, but he's not. He's been hanging around the back. I think maybe struggling almost to keep in the draft here. But if anybody could probably 3-peat this event, it would probably be Amato here. I think Adam Rogers might be kicking himself. He's won so many big super speedway races. He's wondering why hasn't he won the All-Star race. The All-Star race has pretty much almost always been on a super speedway since about Season 3 or 4, I believe. Used to be at Charlotte. Oh, contact made between John Linares and Kerry Davis. That was close to being a caution right there. There you go, though. You can see that they will eventually catch Tony Green and Keith Rich. You can add Kate Rogers and Zachary Rogers to that list as well. And I would say go ahead and add Dylan Young to that list because he's on the verge of losing the draft. Though as I just saw the past scoring loop there, the 3 and the 22 are drafting now. if Dylan Young loses the draft, he will end up starting to go as he'll go like Tony Green speed probably, but then he will get caught by the 3 and the 22 who are swapping 16th position. There's Keith Rich. As Ben Goldberg to the front as Amato and Adam Rogers get shifted all the way up to the high side. 20 laps to go as Ben Goldberg is going to take the race lead. Sam Rogers up to second. Sam, what a breakout driver he was. He is probably the only driver who took that part-timers series seriously. Or actually, he's probably the only driver who had success from that program there. One, he got his way into the 100th race of the Voltage Cup Series at Road America in season number 4. The season 4 race at Road America. He won it. Confirmed season 5 driver for the number 38 machine. Ended up going on to win 2 races. Back-to-back Texas, Dubai. Nobody's gone back-to-back since Sam did it back in season 5. Made the chase. I don't remember exactly how it went. He didn't get the championship, obviously. But he had a good run for what was a rookie season. Already put himself down as a road course driver. And then you had last season. He won 3 races, all before the All-Star race. Now, he didn't win any the rest of the season, but he won 3 races. Put himself in the chase again. Top seed. Don't think he did that much in the chase again. Tough luck seems to happen to him in the chase. This season could be the year. He won this year at Puco on a last lap pass, which I really did see coming, over Michael Cavanero. Road courses did it again for Sam. Got himself back in the chase again. Now in that 71 IHOP Ford, as Ben Goldberg stays out in the lead. As we see, Dylan Young has now indeed lost the draft. Beeson could be the next one about to do that. So Dylan Young will eventually get caught. I don't know what I'm saying here. He'll eventually get caught by Kate Rogers and Zachary Rogers. Leaders are closing in slowly on catching Keith Rich. See, Keith is now 31 seconds behind them. With that said, we'll take our one and only break here and come back for the end of the race. Back here at Pensacola, 14 to go. Going to be coming on 13 to go. Ben Goldberg still the leader. Tringali up to second place. Deanna Jones, Carol Morton down there, third and fourth. Adam Rogers had started working his way back up to the front. It's been pushed to the outside again. It's just got a bit of a chill there. I don't know why. Got cold all of a sudden. Damn. Oh, no, my house is not haunted. Keith Rich is going to get caught here in the next couple of laps. I would say next time by, they're going to catch him coming to 11 to go. And depending how it separates this field, it could give somebody a clear victory. You can see Beeson is still starting to lose the draft here and there. He's not going to get in the way of anybody. So you see Kate Rogers and Zachary Rogers about to catch Dylan Young. Tony Green will get... Maybe? Yeah, I think the 65 might get caught. But here we go. This time by, they're going to catch Keith Rich. Ben Goldberg is the leader. He's going to mostly decide where these guys go. Luckily, this track is wide enough. It would probably be good to catch him in the middle of the back straightaway, but that never seems to happen. Look, back straightaway, back straightaway, back straightaway. They're going to catch him in the middle of the gain corner. And Ben, no, that's going to be worse. They're going to catch him coming out of the corner. And Goldberg's going to hit the brakes a little bit here, and Keith Rich is going to block him. Nico Tringali to the lead. I kind of saw that block coming there. I don't know why that always seems to happen. And that screws over Ben Goldberg big time. Oh, watch out, field, as Amato's going to take the lead here. Goldberg is getting completely passed huge now, and as Adam Rogers is going to get stuck behind Keith Rich. But Adam's going to move to the outside with Goldberg. That separates the field there, but only a tiny bit. They're going to catch back up as Kerry Davis on the bottom now. He's going to go towards the front. So they get by Keith Rich, the one and only time they're going to catch him. Sends Goldberg all the way to the back of this lead pack. And Davis takes the lead. John Lanier second, Sam Rogers third. Amato got back up here, back on the outside line though. An interesting thing to say here would be if a chaser does win this event, and then they win the championship, that would make Amato not the only one to win the All-Star race, but it would make him the only champion with 2 All-Stars, which would still be very, very good in the history books. 9 laps to go, this time by Davis in the lead. I'm not 100% positive they're going to catch Tony Green. The thing about Tony is he is up to speed slightly, so he will start to get some of their draft kicked in when they're catching him. So he will not be completely in the way. We've got a 13-car pack up here, though, racing for the final All-Star in Cup history. Davis kind of getting a bit too out of the draft there. Amato's up to second. Where did Ben Goldberg come from? All of a sudden, he's back up to third. He's pushing Amato hard right there. Goldberg out of nowhere. Goldberg has the fastest lap by over a tenth. No wonder Goldberg can get up to the field so fast and stay up front so fast. He's got a fast car. Cavanero, we saw, has the second fastest lap, and he's making his way up through the field. '15 and the 18 seem to have the best cars. As Ben's going to move it back up to second. Cavanero's going to get stuck in the middle with no draft help from Nico Tringali going to the bottom. And here comes Ben Goldberg looking back to the bottom of Kerry Davis to take back the race lead here in the All-Star race. I think they might catch Tony Green. Goldberg pulling up in front of Davis. Tringali is third. Alan Cavanero trying to stay in fourth, but it's going to end up being Indiana Jones here going into the corner. Adam Rogers is fifth on line on the bottom. As Davis now going to peek back to the inside. Question is, did he get enough of a draft? He's got no draft help. Tringali's going to get draft help on the outside. That's going to put the 44 up on the outside. Jones is going to be coming back on the bottom. And they're going to catch Tony Green with maybe 4 or 5 to 3 laps to go here. There he is. He's going through the corner now. He's only 2 seconds off of him. Yeah, with like 3 or 4 laps to go, they're going to catch Tony Green. Goldberg's probably going to try to learn, hopefully based on what happened when he caught Keith Rich, that if he gets held up and gets put to the outside line, he probably is not going to have time to catch. Sorry about that, guys. Headsets being a pain in the ass. Anyway, coming to 4 laps to go here at Pensacola. Is my mic even working? I'm going to record the end of the race and find out my mic wasn't working and nothing got recorded at all. I'll really be mad then if that's true. Anyway, Goldberg in the lead still. Davis in second. They're going to catch Tony Green here. Davis and Goldberg really the only ones up here. Sam Rogers, Benjamin Tilton are behind them. Goldberg won back first race of the season at Talladega. 3 laps to go here at Pensacola in the final All-Star race. They're going to catch Tony Green here. Is it going to be coming off of the corner again? Answer is no. It will be on the back straightaway. Goldberg's going to time this perfectly. Easily to the bottom of the 65. That might have just done it there. Nobody's had enough draft speed to get by the 15. 2 laps to go here at Pensacola. Does anybody have a chance? They're starting the single file out here. Davis second, Sam Rogers third, Tilton fourth. Cavanero is fifth. Here comes Adam Rogers. They're trying to get a run on him. Davis trying to get a run. If Davis goes, would Sam Rogers follow? They're just single filing out now because of the 65 car. Cavanero on the bumper of Tilton. White flag in the air. There goes Kerry Davis. Davis and Sam Rogers move to the inside. No draft help for the 15. Goldberg's going to lose the All-Star on an old conventional pass. Question is, will Davis get it or will Sam Rogers try to go down low and get it? Goldberg's back in third. Goldberg's not letting Sam Rogers take a shot at it. It's going to be Davis. Goldberg's going to go for second place. Checkered flag in the air. After 34 laps of racing, winning the final All-Star race is Kerry Davis. Goldberg's going to come up short. Sam Rogers third, Adam Rogers fourth, Tilton fifth, Amato sixth, Alan Cavanero seventh, Deanna Jones eighth, Carol Morton ninth, and Ace Rogers will round out the top 10. Hope you guys enjoyed the race here tonight at Pensacola. Chase starts next week at Martinsville. Before that, trucks are coming back too for Martinsville, but before that weekend, it's time to finish the NFL Racing Series, Super Bowl time at Homestead, Miami. That'll be out tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoy that one. See you guys then. Peace out.